Hi, welcome to another adventure with me and Trail Tales with Ryan. I'm here at Moon Lake in Riding Mountain National Park, just gathering some firewood to start. We're going to have a camping adventure for a couple of days. We just got here and I discovered it's Mosquito City, so I've got a bit of fire going, trying to ward them off with some smoke, and I've got a thermostat down here. I'm just starting to set up the tent. I've actually got a mat that I want to put on the bottom. I'm going to do that in a second here. So I'm going to move this away because it's not actually what I wanted to do first. Forgot, I'm trying something new. So we'll just leave this. Ooh, don't knock over the thermostat. That would be bad. But yeah, and I've also got a new thermostat unit here that I'm trying because I'm not too sure about the other one. We'll see, but I gotta set up the tent now. So this new mat that I bought, it's actually just a tarp. It's not specifically sized for my tent, but it's supposed to be essentially like just an inch or two off of the tent size, and looks like for the most part it's pretty good. But definitely it's not quite. It looks like up to 6 inches maybe on couple of sides, which is just too far, but I'll just fold it. But yeah, I want to get some more of that wood in case somebody else takes that campsite beside me, and if I grab their wood then I don't have to go get wood. Okay, ready to pay. It's a completely self-serve campground, totally unserviced. Cheap fees, $13.15 tax included. Awesome. Looks like this little self-registration thing's got a bit of a solar panel on top. Not sure how that works too much, but anyways, basically you grab a registration, put your info on there, some camper comment box, but there's nothing in there. So yeah, basically you fill out the info on the slip. It's like Tent City, Mosquito City. I mean, fill up, self-enclosed it, and we drop it into the box. It's a little bit hard to do with the camera. Oh, mosquitoes are bad over here. Oh, anyways, let's get into the car. Oh, ooh, crazy. There's not too many campers here so far. There's a few people that maybe rolled in after I started setting up, but it's only a one-way bay here, so let's take a look-see. There's also a second bay, but that one didn't seem to have access to the washrooms, strangely enough, so I decided to not park there. Okay, looks like we got one big RV, not too big, but decent size. Yeah, we've got a pop-up tent van, another bigger trailer RV thing. That person's got a hammock. I'm jealous. I got a hammock too. I found a spot that might work for our hammock, so we'll have to see about that. And that actually looks like that might be it. There's a garbage bin here. A lot of these sites are like super small, and I could not fit in them if I wanted to. My tent's a little bit big. I found for some I need 11 feet wide, and a whole bunch were a tight like 9. You could maybe get 8 out of them. Well, they were like 8, but maybe you could get 9. Just backing in. I don't want to back in too far because I've got a little toy set up and I'll show you. Okay, let's brave it again. Here we go. We got snacks here beside us. I'll grab something once I get out to the campfire, which it would be soon. Yeah, door closed. So, check this out. Look-see, look-see. There's something on this tree. I got a trail cam, so it should forecast, well, not so much forecast, but it should show me basically this view is what I looked at it. So I'll see the tent, I'll see a little bit to the left and the right, and a good chunk of the open area here, and we'll see how much I actually can see as far as wildlife goes. I'm curious to see if any bears come snooping around. Oh. Finally, basically all set up now. Time to relax, de-stress from the panic of setting up, frantically trying to get it all done before the sun goes down and the mosquitoes come out. Mosquitoes were super bad when I first got here, and they're still a little bit pesky, but it's much better. As there's a mosquito being pesky to me. Yeah. So I got the new thermocell. I think it actually works pretty good. Much better than the old one. But yeah, now I'm just going to kind of relax. Have some fire. I got some snack. Chocolate covered almonds. Very good snack. Got some water. I got some rum and coke. And I'm just enjoying the sounds of nature out here. There's not much out here. I'm curious to see if the trail cam picks up anything. Super grateful for getting all this wood. That's awesome. Yeah. Other than the getting here sort of a bit late, but not totally unexpected. And the AIS decontamination station BS. It's been pretty good. Not too bad. I stopped in Brandon, which really took a few hours away from me. I actually left about noon. I didn't get to Wasagaming till 7 and didn't get to the campsite till 7:30 or so. It's now, what time is it? It's now 8:30. Oh, no, 9:30. Yeah, I went to Brandon and watched a movie there. I watched the new Fantastic Four. Just thought that might be a bit fun to see it in a different city on the way out. But I ended up not really enjoying the time waste. Too many trailers to get into the movie, and the movie was long, and I ended up having to wait in Brandon because the showtime didn't start for another hour until after I got there. So I just bummed around and just snacked and sat in the parking lot, and it was just boring. And then I had to drive here, so yeah. But that's my bullshit for the day. I'm just gonna chillax now. Probably gonna skip dinner. Just snack. Deal with the consequences tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have real meals. For meal I only have porridge, I think, for breakfast. Oh, and Pop-Tarts and with Nutella for easy breakfast. No cooking. I didn't bring any eggs. I didn't bring any bacon. I didn't bring any sausage. I didn't bring any of that stuff. But I might go to Dauphin at some point and pick some up. But we'll see. I only have a few breakfasts here, so yeah, we'll see. Or maybe I'll just eat at what's that place called? The White Bakery, the White House, the White House? No. Bakery House? I can't remember. Yeah. So maybe I'll have breakfast there. I'm so mad at Parks Canada. you're supposed to go to these AIS decontamination stations to get your watercraft inspected. That means boats, inflatables, you name it. Anything that goes on the water, motorized or not, is supposed to be inspected. Once it's inspected, if it passes inspection, then you can go on your merry way with a little permit. If you don't pass inspection, you have to get it decontaminated. No big deal. They take your boat, they decontaminate it for you, you come back in an hour and it's ready to go. They also have issues with certain lakes that they call control zones. And these control zones, if your craft has been in at this control zone, it doesn't matter whether it's clean, dirty, perfectly capable and able to pass inspection, it does not matter. You're automatically set for decontamination. So I rolled through at 7 o'clock at night. They are open till 8 o'clock at night. I get there, I unpack my boat and I unroll it. I got an inflatable kayak, and they started asking me questions about where the lake is and blah blah blah, and I'm telling them the information that I was last in West Hawk Lake, and they go, okay, well, you know, sir, you may as well hold there because we need to do a decontamination on your boat, and there's only the two of us here right now, so we can't do this for you today. You'll have to come back tomorrow morning. And he goes, well, what I can do for you today is I can write you up a permit for today, and then you can come back for the decontamination tomorrow, or you can just get it all done tomorrow. And then I ask him, like, well, what's the point of getting the permit stuff done today if I gotta come back tomorrow anyways? Like, I can't put it in the water even if I get to go through your permit. He goes, yeah, that's true. And I was like, well, okay then I'm not even gonna waste my time here. I'm just gonna leave. So then I left. And then I was thinking about it as I was on the way to the campsite, and I'm thinking, okay, so I just passed through a decontamination station in Minnedosa, and they had no issues. And this is a provincial decontamination station, not federal. They looked at my boat, they asked where it was, they had no issues with the lake, they had no issues with the cleanliness. There was just a bit of sand in there, but they didn't care. They said, that's all good, everything looks great. So I packed up the boat and then I came here, but here in the park, they say no. They say, no, you're not allowed to put this in. So then I was thinking about it, and I was also thinking, okay, I was also at West Hawk Lake, and I asked the lady, the staff, I said, do you have issues here with the AIS? Is there a control zone? Do you have a decontamination station? Do you have people that come around and check? She says, no, we don't have any of those issues here. I said, okay, fantastic. And then again, here I am at this federal park, and they won't let me put my boat in the water. I gotta wait until 10:30 tomorrow morning, and I'm like half an hour away. A drive. Like, it's not a simple task to just get here, and that's an annoying time to start, 10:30. Like, come on now. Like, if I'm up and at 'em in the morning, I'm gonna be getting up 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever, coming back for a shower, so I'll be here at like 8 o'clock. I ain't gonna be here at middle of the morning. Like, it's almost the afternoon at that point. So anyways, I left the town, and I was heading on the highway, heading to my campsite, and I'm thinking, you know what, like, maybe the guy misheard me, or maybe he's thinking of a different lake. You know, he didn't go and reference anything, he just immediately said that's a control zone. I'm like, maybe he's thinking of Lake Winnipeg, which makes sense, is one of the worst lakes in the world. So anyways, I drive back and I ask the guy, I'm like, sir, can you please just check? Just do me a favor and just check. Because I'm looking at the websites, and this is the Manitoba website, and it's not listed in there as being a control zoned lake. And I search it, and I know AI is not the most reliable, but Google AI says that it's not a control zone. I'm like, so, like, can you just check your materials? He goes into his office, he comes right out immediately, and he goes, no, I got a big red X around it. And I'm like, okay, where can I find the information to find out which lakes are bad and which are not, according to the federal government? Because the provincial government has no quarrels with this lake. So what the hell is your problem? Where can I get the information from? He's like, from me. And I'm like, so I have to come and ask you at a national park where I'm allowed to put my boat in. He's like, well, you know, I've been trying to find the information myself, blah, blah, blah. And as a member, I'm also a member of the public here. I find it frustrating. And I'm like, yes, it is frustrating. I just want to know which lakes I'm allowed to put my boat in and come to the federal park afterwards. Especially if you're not going to have staff on to do a freaking decontamination. Your advertised hours are till 8. Then what is the hell is the point of you even being there? If basically every lake in the province or elsewhere needs a freaking decontamination. Oh, I'm so mad. Trying to cook some lunch. Bit of a challenge because I don't want to put anything too lengthy in here, but yeah, got a couple of pieces of kindling that I'm using to try and get the wood going. Some of it's a bit wet, some of it's a bit dry. It's really a mixed bag. And anyways, those pieces of kindling really go. I could cut up some. I do have a hatchet with me. But yeah, so for lunch we're having some smokies. Oh, get away, little butterfly. Anyways, here's my site. It's a nice big site. It's got some shade right now, which is nice because it's really hot. Forgot my swimming trunks, so I'll have to head back to Asongabing later and pick some up at a clothing store or something, or maybe if I don't head back that way I'll pick something up in Dauphin. I have a bit of a side rant. Every time I get new clothing, this happens without fail. I always stain it. Always. Right away. This is the first day I've worn this shirt and I've stained it. Multiple places now. The smoky just made a mess. It just exploded and shit leaked everywhere. I have another shirt I just bought the other day in the same batch as this one. From Under Armour. It's on sale. It's a cheap, nice shirt. It's a good summer shirt. Yeah, I spilt Nutella on it. I'm not getting that out. And like this happens without fail. Always. I do this to all my new clothes. All the time. All of them. It's unbelievable. What is that? Did you see that? That thing was massive. I think it's gone now though. It's back. What is this? It's a vile creature. This campground's got some interesting sites. This looks a pretty normal site. It's a bit small, as I was saying. A bunch of the sites are pretty small. You actually have to walk down to the site. It's kind of interesting. And I got one on the other side too. Use parking spaces for both sites. Here's another site. And that's all you get. Like, This is one small campsite. Single person tent site for sure. Yeah, this campground's a little bit interesting because of the limited capabilities. Check out this plant. Huge stem. Just huge. But a lot of the sites are so small that I'm just not really sure how you would camp there if you have like a regular sized tent. If you have a single or maybe a 2-person tent, you're probably okay. But yeah, there's just not a lot of space for sure. We've just gone from perfectly blue skies with intermittent clouds to some lot darker gray kind of clouds. Wind has been picking up over the last few hours. I'm not sure if we're going to get a thunderstorm or something stronger. I just seen Headingley has an alert for tornado warning. Whether that's legit or not, I don't know. But it does look like the nasty clouds are coming in, so I'm going to clean up a bit and just prepare just in case. Probably going to call it a night here pretty early. Getting pretty tired actually for some reason. Got to bed way too late. Watching movies and whatever. Anyways, sun's going down. Just a gorgeous sunset. I can't actually see the sunset, but I can certainly see the glow. This is just at the Moon Lake dock here. Really, really gorgeous. Seen another bear today too. So that's 2 full bears, 2 grown bears, 2 baby bears, for anyone keeping track. I see something here. It looks like a big leech or something. Pretty nasty. Well, spent pretty much the whole day on the beach. This one behind me here. Super nice weather, super high UV. So I took a break for a while, went back to the campsite. But yeah, just kind of chilling. I found something interesting though. I went for a bit of a run. What I actually found was there's all sorts of docks along the shore. From the beach, the main beach, public beach, tourist beach, all the way over to Deep Bay, which is more of the cottage public beach. But all these docks are publicly accessible. They're all public docks. Anyone can use them. The water seems a little bit cleaner off the docks. I didn't go in off a dock, but it does look better. The sand at the public beach is pretty gross, most of it. Full of algae and feels very muddy. You can go in, if you don't want to step in it, you just glide over the nastiness. But yeah. Anyway, some of the cottages here are pretty nice. Wonder how much they cost. Maybe somebody wants to go half-seas. Third bear. Oh, the bear is just pooping. Nasty. It's heading into town. Morning. It's a bit overcast today. Not sure if the sun's going to come out. But anyways, it's the day of checkout, so I'm just burning off what wood I have left. I'm going to try and see if I can burn it all. It's very wet, so it's burning slow. It's taking forever. Taking down the tent. But yeah, if I find anything on the trail cam, I'll post it. But other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.